Oprah Winfrey, once America's beloved talk show queen, is now a fugitive.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
There are some secret details about Oprah that she hides from the public.
Oprah Winfrey has been tied to so many awful people.
I knew Diddy had a lot of surprising connections, but Oprah? I never even thought for a second that they were in the same atmosphere, let alone the same friend circle.
She has a tie to one of the most evil men out there right now, Diddy.
Oprah and Diddy have a long history. They've been running the same circle for years and years, and now people are saying that she has something to do with the Diddy case.
I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
Some people are even saying she's about to get sued by Gayle King, who was her homegirl. Rumors started circulating online that Oprah Winfrey has left the US after a supposed video involving Sean Diddy Combs came to light. The buzz kicked off with a post from YouTube channel Rap Heat on Thursday, November 14th, 2024. The video titled "Breaking News, Oprah Has Fled" was captioned. 5 minutes ago, FBI reveals Oprah has fled the country after Diddy footage leaked.
Oprah's abrupt disappearing act has everyone asking why. Why can't Oprah stay in the United States?
The post quickly went viral, racking up over 1.3 million views in less than 24 hours. Diddy apparently had tapes involving celebs that weren't even adults yet. So far, pretty believable. And they said that Oprah was rumored to have spent $75 million to secure these tapes.
According to the source, she paid $75 million for the footage of Combs.
Wait, what? Hold on, let me keep going. They then covered Oprah's abrupt exit from the country following Diddy's arrest, and I have absolutely no words about this. Oprah's famous for being one of Hollywood's most generous gift givers. Remember when she gave away free cars to everyone in her audience? Yeah, that happened. So it's no surprise she's often asking for advice on the perfect gift. But here's the thing, she has a net worth of $3.5 billion. She's not exactly in sync with the typical budget most of us work with. In a video that kind of made its way around TikTok, Oprah was asked by a fan what he should get for his sick mom. After thinking for a bit, she recommended a red jewelry box she thought would cost around $100. Now to Oprah, that might have seemed like pocket change, but for this guy, $100 is a big deal. So when he asked if she could suggest something cheaper, she responded with, kind of condescendingly by the way, lower than $100?
Too expensive for me.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's like $100 and some dollars.
A little low on my price budget.
Lower than $100?
Oprah was shady for this. Cindy Crawford was on the Oprah Winfrey Show almost a dozen times over the years, but it seems that she hasn't quite forgiven Oprah for how she was treated during her very first appearance. In the first episode of the Apple TV documentary, The Supermodel, Cindy Crawford opens up about how uncomfortable she felt meeting Oprah back in 1986. She was just 20 years old at this time, and she was on the show with John Casablancas from Elite Modeling Agency. She was pretty much ignored by Oprah, who instead turned to her rep and asked if she always had such a body.
Did she always have this body? Stand up just a moment. Now this is what I call a body.
Things only got worse from there. Cindy talked about this, and what she said was, looking back now, Oprah was like, stand up, show us your body, show us why you're worthy of being here. At the time, I didn't realize how wrong it was, but watching it now, I was like, wow, that was really not okay, especially from Oprah.
Oh my gosh, that was so not okay, really, especially from Oprah.
And then back to Gayle King. She was Oprah's longtime friend at the time. She defended Oprah and said it's not Oprah's thing to make anybody feel badly. Eventually, Oprah took the clip down from her YouTube channel. So another thing about Oprah is people say she has a habit of sticking her nose when it's not always wanted. In 2010, she asked Monique if she could feature her brother, who had touched her when she was a youngin', on an episode of the show. Monique agreed, but was left stunned when she tuned in and saw that Oprah had also interviewed several other family members. Monique told The Hollywood Reporter that she had specifically told Oprah about her rocky relationship with her mom when the show aired. She even said that her and her mom weren't speaking at all to Oprah. So you can imagine her surprise when she saw the episode and noticed her mom trying to profit from the situation. Monique said, I know my family, and after that she tried calling Oprah because she wanted to call her out, but none of her calls were returned. It wasn't until 4 years later at an Oscars party that Monique finally confronted Oprah. Oprah supposedly acted surprised and said, I didn't know anything about your mom and dad being on the show. If I've done anything to offend you, I apologize. But no, Monique wasn't having it. She felt like Oprah still wasn't being fully honest with her. In 1988, Oprah was probably thinking she'd landed one of her juiciest celebrity interviews yet. After all, Elizabeth Taylor was a Hollywood legend who'd seen it all, she's done it all, and she is the epitome of beauty, class, and grace. But the big tell-all Oprah was expecting never really happened. In fact, Elizabeth Taylor barely said a word at all during the interview. Things got even more awkward when Oprah broke her promise to steer clear of Taylor's colorful love life. When Oprah asked a particularly nosy question, Elizabeth shot back with, "None of your business."
None of my business.
None of your business. Oh, I love Elizabeth. After getting nothing but one-word answers, a clearly frustrated Oprah sarcastically said, "You're so revealing. You just tell everything. I declare you've got to stop talking so much, Miss Taylor." Needless to say, Elizabeth wasn't amused. She later called the interview the worst interview of her life. Okay, so this one is great. Michael Jackson ignored Oprah in an interview, but I actually perceive this as kind of rude of Oprah. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, is giving you a concert right beside you, and instead of listening, you talk over him? What the heck, Oprah? Let the king sing. Why are you talking? Like, shh, Oprah, listen to what is happening. Get out of La La Land. Imagine getting a personal vocal performance from one of the greatest singers of all time, and you talk over him. Shaking my darn head at this one. Rest in peace, MJ.
I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance.
It
When we
doesn't
were here the
seem
last
to
time
matter,
shooting the
and it
commercial.
doesn't.
In 2013, Oprah scored one of the biggest interviews of the year when Lance Armstrong admitted that all the rumors about how he won were true. By then, the disgraced cyclist had already lost most of his endorsement deals, all of his Tour de France titles, and the public's respect. In his chat with Oprah, he confessed that there was no way he could have achieved his success without doing what he did.
Did you ever blood dope or use blood transfusions to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
Oprah was clearly surprised by some of the things Lance revealed, even gasping when he said he didn't think he had an unfair advantage, suggesting that the other athletes were doing the same thing. But when she talked about the interview later, Oprah said Oprah didn't fully seem convinced that Lance told the whole truth. On CBS, she said, "He didn't come clean in the way I suspected. I felt like he already answered the questions the way he was ready to go." A lot of people found this shady of Oprah. James Frey's A Million Little Pieces was supposed to be a memoir about the things that he went through, and Oprah gave it her stamp of approval in 2005 by picking it for her famous book club. But just a few months later, the smoking gun exposed him for making up a lot of the story, including some of the activities he claimed to do. Of course, you don't mess with Oprah and get away with it, at least not in her eyes. She felt duped. Oprah had Frey back on her show to set the record straight. She said, "I don't know what's true and what's not," she said, throwing some serious shade. The public thought Oprah was too harsh, so she ended up inviting him back for a third interview. James admitted he felt ambushed during the second one, but in the end they made amends. In 2004, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were just 17 at the time. They were on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote their movie New York Minute. Given their age, you'd think Oprah might have been a bit more careful when it came to a sensitive topic of how much they weigh, especially since there were rumors that Mary-Kate was dealing with some stuff in regards to that. But Oprah went straight into it. When asked about the gossip, Ashley started by saying, "People are going to write what they want. We try not to read the good or the bad because it comes with territory. You're never going to be perfect." But before she could finish, Oprah jumped in with, "What size are you, by the way?" Oh. The twins were caught off guard by the blunt question and refused to give a number. Mary-Kate just said they'd always been petite. Oprah responded a little sarcastically with, "That's so interesting. I'm obsessed with size." And you're like, "I really don't know." At the time, no one really called Oprah out, but when the clip resurfaced in 2021, she faced a lot of critique.